Okay guys, here's the gumball machine I built throughout the last couple of days. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the mechanism. If I can zoom in here, I'll show you what it's all about. That handle there, you crank on that, that's made out of black walnut. And my Baltic birch gears drive a black walnut and maple chain. That's all solid hardwoods, no nails, no pins of any sort. It's all made out of wood. So you can see the gear reduction between the smaller gear and then the larger gear. And then the gears are reduced once again behind that large brown, dark brown gear. There's a smaller gear on the back side that drives the fourth gear in between that and the gear that has the rod attached to it. Now the rod turns rotary motion into push-pull linear motion, and up here, as that is pushing and pulling, there's a dowel that drives this ramp into a reset point. Right in the center of the screen there's a little latching mechanism that the end of that ramp is going to come down and latch onto. And then when the gumball comes down the ramp, it'll unlatch it and then return it to the position that it's in now so it can finish its trip. Also, with the linear motion, we are going up to the bin and retrieving one gumball at a time. So a gumball goes into the hole that's drilled into that block of black walnut, and then it comes down as the linear motion retreats, depositing the gumball onto that small lighter colored ramp, and then onto the dark colored ramp, bouncing off of that dark colored stop, and then onto the light colored teeter-tottering ramp, which will be up in a different position as the gumball machine starts. And you'll see once I get going what that does. And once the gumball comes down, it strikes 4 different pieces of wood that are different lengths to give me 4 different tones. It happens pretty fast, so you don't really get a really good view as to what that is, but good sound. But then it goes into this cage where I have a series of dowels inside. I don't know if you can see those between the slats. The gumball will bounce between the dowels until it finally comes down the final ramp and then out the little hole where the gum chewer can grab his gum. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this thing now and how it works. Get my camera steady. Okay. So you can turn the crank either direction, because all we're doing here at the end is changing this rotary motion into linear motion. As you can see, the ramp resets as I turn the crank, and as the push rod comes up, it also retrieves the gumball, which goes into the hole. And right here you can see this ramp is latched now, and the gumball starts its trip. And gumball. I'll go over to this side in case I'm blocking anything there. Ramp comes up, ramp latches, gumball's deposited in the carrier, and then released onto the ramp. And that's it in a nutshell.